Hello everybody. Yes, I know I look tired and I sound tired and my skin is like super blotchy. That is because I just woke up and washed my face and I'm breaking out. So please have sympathy. I'm just ugly. But today's story time is going to be about how I met my boyfriend. My cute little boyfriend. He's so adorable. But as always, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Links are all down below. And check out channel memberships and give this video a like and a share. And comment down below if you like cherries on your milkshake. I hate fake cherries. They're nasty. I like real ones, but not this kind. But let's get to the story. I have told you guys probably about 1,000,000 times that I came to LA originally to be an actress. And it was about a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks after I moved here that I got booked on this little show as an extra. I was a party goer. We were filming a party at this really small house. There was a fight, the fake cops busted us. It was great. Actually, funny coincidence, a helicopter flew over during our fake cop scene and they were like, guys, use it! Because it sounded like a helicopter was coming after us. It was so great. Anyways, I first noticed Matt when they were in the middle of a beer pong scene, and I think his team was winning, and he said this really funny joke. One of the friends was leaving, and he said something like, oh, wow, you sound just like my dad. And that got everybody laughing. So later, we were all taking a break, and we just happened to be standing by each other. So I said, hey, I thought your dad joke earlier was really funny, by the way. And he was like, oh yeah, thank you, I appreciate it, thanks. And then I just awkwardly shuffled away. I didn't know what to say after that. I was just like, great joke, okay, bye. Then later, in the middle of another party scene when everyone was scattered, I was placed in the hallway, like right at the entrance of it, and all the extras, for fun, decided that I was the weed guy. I was the one in the hall trying to get everyone to do drugs, which I would never do. Don't do drugs, okay? They make your teeth yellow. It was just for fun, it wasn't real. So in the middle of a break, I saw Matt and I looked at him and I was like, you want some good stuff? And then he did too. He was like, yeah, I want some. Of course we were joking, we weren't doing anything. And then I just ducked back into the hall like, okay. And he thought it was funny. He said that's what caught his attention about me, cause I made him laugh. And apparently not a lot of people can do that. Then later on, we were taking another break and everyone was just kind of talking. I was in a little group with a bunch of the other extras. Then Matt came up and started asking everyone in the circle what their name was and where they're from. He was like, yeah, I like to get to know everyone on set. But then on our first date, he told me he only did that to get my name. But he didn't want to seem rude, so he felt like he had to ask everybody. I was like, well, that is why I didn't know you liked me, because you weren't obvious about it. Then we didn't talk for the rest of the night. When we were done filming, I left and never saw him again. I'm kidding, you guys know I'm kidding. But we actually didn't talk for the rest of the night, and I left without saying bye or giving him my number. Because I had no idea he liked me and he didn't say anything else. He said when they were all done filming and the night was over, he was looking for me and he ran outside to get my number, but I had already left. Well, I don't know if he actually ran, that would be nice, but he didn't find me. Hope was almost lost. Then he had the idea to look at the call sheet. The call sheet is basically a piece of paper with the names and the contact information of everyone on set. The actors, all the employees, everyone. Usually there's a number or an email or something. So all he knew about me was my name was Sarah and I was from Texas. And luckily there was only one Sarah on the call sheet and it had my number. So he took it without anyone's permission. Kind of creepy and illegal now that I think about it, but it turned out fine. He's not a stalker. At first I thought it was really cute when he told me, but a year later I was like, yeah, that was kind of stalkerish, but it's fine. So a couple days after that, I didn't know he had my number. I was on set for a totally different thing. And when we were done, I was walking back to my car and I get this random text. I was like, who the heck is talking to me? I don't have any friends yet. The text, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I know the very first sentence was, hey, it's Matt, parentheses, dang Matt Smith. So I could look him up. And I actually had a boyfriend at the time that I got the text, who was still back in Texas. And right when I got the text, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I want to date. I want to break up with this guy. And she was like, I want you to date too. Shoot, have fun. And I was only dating that guy for like a month or so. He was cute, but And I was like, you know what? Screw this. So I dumped him. And I went out with Matt the very next day. I know, savage move. I was a playa. For our first date, we went to the Americana. If you live in LA, you know what that is. If you don't, it's just another outdoor shopping plaza, you know? We walked around for a little and then we went into Tesla and acted like we were gonna buy a car. We did not buy that car. I was dirt poor back then. Then we saw the movie The House. It was okay. And apparently he kept trying to hold my hand, but I had no idea. I didn't notice at all. And he got discouraged. He was like, oh, okay, maybe she doesn't like me. But then later we held hands, it was fine. But yeah, I was kind of oblivious. He was trying to put the moves on me. After the movie, we walked around for a little bit and talked a lot. And then we sat down at this fountain, and this was so cheesy. But it was adorable. So for him to hold my hand, he said something like, oh, your hands are smaller than mine. I was like, no, they're not. They're huge. And he was like, oh, let's compare. And he was like, oh, yeah, they're about the same. And then we just sat there. I was like, oh, we're holding hands now. Okay, I'm just not gonna move. That was smooth. It was cheesy, but it was smooth. We walked around some more, holding hands this time. And then we just sat down again and talked for hours. It was nice. And he got recognized a couple times by fans, and I was like, who the heck is this guy? What do you do? I actually had a curfew at the time when I lived in the model house when I met him, and he made me so late, but it was worth it. I got yelled at just for him. I didn't care, I was having a great time, and the security had to tell us to leave. Oh, but before that, we actually did have our first kiss on our first date. It was a good kiss. I could tell it was coming and I got super nervous, and so I just kept talking and making jokes. I knew it was coming because we were walking around and then he went into this grassy area by the fountain. It was pretty, and then he just kind of stopped and slowly made us face each other. He had his hands on my hips, I think, and he was slowly turning me. I noticed, he thought I didn't, but I did. And then we kissed, and it was magical. And then I did the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. It just came out. On the first date, this guy has no idea who I am or my sense of humor. And I just, right after the kiss, we were just kind of looking at each other, and then I just did that. Exactly that. I just looked at him and went, I don't know. I don't know why. I was nervous, and I was like, I just gotta do something weird and funny or I'm gonna die. I don't know. And he was just like, did she really just... Who is this girl? Long story short, I have no idea why he called me the next day. No idea, literally. I wouldn't have called me. I was so weird. But then the rest is history. In a few weeks, we'll actually be celebrating our 3-year anniversary. So yeah, he's aight. And that is the story of how I met my boyfriend. And I just gotta say it, I know there's at least one girl out there waiting for us to break up, waiting for her shot, her chance. Girl, it ain't coming. It ain't happening. No, he's mine. I am never letting him go. And if he ever wants to break up, I'll just kidnap him, because there is literally nobody else in the world that could stand me or that would call me back after that weird date. So yeah, he's a keeper. Anyways, that is today's Storytime Sunday of how I met my boyfriend. I already said that. As always, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Links are all down below. And check out channel memberships and give this video a like and a share. And that's it. So I will see you awesome people next time.